Cuss reporting live on the Lincoln-Douglas debates. It's a series of 7 debates that are taking place in 7 different cities in Illinois. Abraham Lincoln is known as the challenger, while Stephen A. Douglas is known as the incumbent. They're competing for one of the 2 U.S. state Senate seats in Illinois. Now, live coverage on the debates.
Go.
Whether slavery is outlawed throughout the nation is not my concern. Each state should be able to make its own decisions as an individual state. That is their right.
Slavery should be outlawed throughout the nation as a whole, and decisions should be made as a unified nation.
As good as a unified nation sounds, the concept is too new to grasp for our new nation. Therefore, states should make decisions in their own governments before making decisions as a whole.
This debate is on the topic of slavery in the Western Territories.
Slavery should be denied in these territories before they even become states to prevent the spread of slavery throughout our growing nation. Mr. Douglas, don't you think it is possible for settlers to prohibit slavery before the territory becomes a legal state?
I think under the popular sovereignty, they could. I also believe that if no slave code is established, then settlers cannot legally bring slaves under the area.
This idea from Douglas became known as the Freeport Doctrine and lessened Douglas's popularity with Southern slave owners who didn't want any restrictions on slavery. Okay.
Once more, I think that if a state wants to allow slavery, they should be allowed to do so.
But by saying that you're being unfaithful to the wishes of our forefathers, and that the great Declaration of Independence and the constitutions that they created, in which it says, all men are created equal.
How is that being unfaithful? Clearly, when those were written, the writers meant that all white men, specifically Englishmen, are created equal.
Go. Both Lincoln and Douglas made extravagant entrances to this debate.
It has been said that Mr. Lincoln voted to not send supplies and reinforcements to our soldiers in the Mexican War.
That is completely false. Mr. Ficklin, please tell the audience that these accusations are false.
I can vouch for Mr. Lincoln that he did vote to send supplies and reinforcements to the soldiers.
Thank you. Now, you can see that these accusations are completely false.
I encourage expansion of our nation, but I also feel that they should do as they wish concerning slavery.
I also encourage expansion, but slavery should be banned throughout these new territories. It is unconstitutional.
Slavery, sir, is not a morality, but rather a property.
This debate mainly reviewed points made in previous debates such as slavery in the territories and slavery in the nation as a whole.
Each state should be able to determine whether or not the people of their state should be allowed to own slaves. This decision should be made as an individual state rather than risking civil war and jeopardizing the Union as a whole.
No, the decision should be made as a whole. A house divided against itself cannot stand.
After looking at the final votes, the winner is Douglas. Although Lincoln lost the debates, he later went on to become president, abolish slavery, and unite the Union.
Cuss reporting once again on the Lincoln-Douglas debates. Although Lincoln lost the debates as a whole, and didn't get the state Senate seat, his loss pushed him to go for presidential campaign, where he will soon become president. Thank you very much for watching, and have a very nice day.